Okay, so how many of you just watched a Travis Scott commercial? I heard those are running on the start of every Twitch video these days. Well, Twitch stream, I should say. Does it make you thirst for the Mickey D's and the barbecue sauce? I know I'm sold. Hopefully, ad blockers will figure out what they're doing soon, because it's getting really annoying. I agree. But hey, look what we're playing tonight. A classic. It's made many a YouTuber career, but I've actually never played it. I've owned it for a long time. Well, not on Steam, anyways. I had to actually just buy this game on Steam. I actually owned it. Got it originally through Humble Bundle, but that file is long lost. So I just went ahead and rebought it today. So we're finally, and there's a new one coming out this year. Actually, in a couple weeks, in fact. So I figure, why not get myself acquainted with it? See what all the hubbub is a decade later. Or is it actually? It's been over a decade since this game released, hasn't it? What's up, Agent of Umbrella? How you doing? How is everyone in this wonderful Spooktober month? I also just realized that for some reason headphones are not working with my computer. I neglected to check out that little fact when I built it. I might have something wired up wrong on the front panel. Maybe if I tried it on the back panel, that would surely work, right? Also, I have to use desktop capture, so you guys are seeing my wonderful Steam page right now, because if you try to use game capture in OBS, with this game, it immediately crashes. Speaking of all that, let me send out the call. You watched it way back when YouTube Let's Plays were at their peak? I'm pretty sure Let's Plays are still pretty big on YouTube. That's never really faded. That's just the genre. But I know what you're meaning. You're meaning about the early days of YouTube, the Wild West times, before it became settled territory. You forgot which YouTuber? Every one of them played it. Some big careers were made off the back of it. You have been summoned. Hello, Simon. Also, Owl Scout. Yay, Amnesia, he says on his 3-month streak. Well, hey, there's a new one coming out this year. I mean, well, like I said, this month, and I need to prepare myself. You were just watching the video of Heavy Rain. How are you? I'm fine. Hopefully that video wasn't too cringy. It has been a couple of years since I did a video on Heavy Rain. It's probably still got some good lines in it. Everyone still, from time to time, still quotes the origami thing. Mr. Roboto, thank you for your 26 months. So, hey Dartigan and chat, love, 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 love. That's like a muda of love, my man. It's aggressive. It's still good, as long as it gets you to laugh. I don't care how cringy I would find it. Donuts in the hazy. I've had a good donut in a while. I've been meaning to try my hand at making a donut for a while. Not the origami. I hope they get those voice actors back for a sequel if that ever happens. Have I watched The Boys? I have not. Whenever you have a question that is, hey Dartigan, have you watched this recent television show? The answer is 90%, actually probably closer to 100%. I have not. I have not watched a lot of TV in the past couple of years. I just don't have time for it, and a lot of it doesn't interest me. So usually the answer is gonna be no, I haven't. I may know about it from absorbing information about it through meme osmosis, but chances are very unlikely that I've watched it. I only watch stuff these days if one of my friends or something can step me down and egg me into watching it with them. So no, let me ask you, how many of you have ever played this game, chat, versus how many people have watched someone else play it? This is one of those ultimate, I'm going to watch someone else play a game, if not the ultimate, watch someone else play a game. And to forget here we are and fall down some stairs. Hey, I actually don't really know a lot about this game. I've seen bits and pieces of it from other people playing it, but I've never played it myself. But with the sequel coming out, or I guess it's, technically a sequel, coming out in a few weeks, I wanted to prepare myself. You've seen it, but not played it. Today is your birthday, so I changed your name to Jojo from Dinobot. Ah, well, hello, Dinobot is awesome, and also happy birthday to you. However old you may be. You're 1 year closer to everyone's hearts. I don't know. That's sappy as hell, and I don't care. I'm turning into like a Japanese idol that's constantly like weighing on your emotions. I love you, Daisuke. Sly Dante, welcome back, man. Also, Brokefoot subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you. Let me, even though I don't think I can make a video on Amnesia: The Dark Descent, I am considering this a research stream, so I'll publish a video to YouTube. I'm hoping I can do a video on the Amnesia Rebirth coming out this month. It does seem like it has more focus on character and stuff from what I've seen of the trailers of it. Hope you're doing good. Last week, your stepdad was diagnosed with SARS-CoV. Oh man, sorry, but so your mom got tested. She came back negative. But your sister is positive. I will get tested tomorrow. Well, hopefully, as long as your dad and sister are both healthy and not too old, their chances are really pretty good. It's no real worse than the flu in that case. It's really when you have comorbidities that it gets dangerous most of the time. There are examples of it, taking people down who are healthy as well. But if you're healthy, your odds are pretty good, from what I understand of it. Yeah, ain't that some stuff going on right now? Jesus, now the president has it. Machine for Pigs, apparently. Yeah, I've heard Machine for Pigs is not that great, though, and I don't plan to play it. Actually, weirdly, I have played a little bit of Machine the Pigs. The Machine for Pigs. In fact, on my old Let's Play channel, there's like one video of me and my friend Zach playing it together. Sorry you missed most of last night's stream because you were getting help making your character sheet for a D&D game you're starting tomorrow. Oh, well, hope it went well. Actually, I might be playing Baldur's Gate 3 when that comes out in early access this month. Starting to look pretty interesting. Let me refresh my Twitch page real quick. Alright, I'm gonna see if I'm planning to use headphones for this game, chat, because it even recommends you do that. But when I plugged my headphones in my front jack, I realized they weren't working for some reason. So I think maybe I wired my front panel up on my computer wrong, so I might have to go back and take a look at that. So I'm gonna awkwardly reach around to the back of my computer and try plugging in my headphones into the audio jack there and see if it works. Either that or I don't have the drivers for headphones installed or something. It's one of those little things you discover about your new computer as you go. So just give me 1 second. Alright. I'll have fun finding that audio wire again when I go back to plug that back in. And it's not working. It's, my audio's coming out of my goddamn, the back of my monitor now. Shit. I just made things more complicated. Hold on, chat. I gotta climb under my desk to find my speaker cable now. But this is turning bad. Should have just left it on my speakers and, did the headset tomorrow. Hit my head. Alright, that should set things back to normal. I'm fully healed. Hopefully I didn't just screw up my audio settings by switching front speaker on which device did I plug in? Quickly check and see if the audio is working properly. Hold on a second, chat. Anyway, chat, hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm sorry for my brief fuck up. Alright, audio is coming out of the speakers. We'll just stick with the speakers tonight, and tomorrow, next time I'll use my headphones. I just declined headphones on your computer. No wonder it doesn't work. Did that pop up when let me try plugging that into the front panel, see if that's what I was missing. I'm used to the much bigger pop-up. See if that pops up there in the corner again. This is the front panel, though, this time. Okay, that's it. It's actually going to pop up in the corner. Now I can get it working. Headphones. Yes. Thank you. Now I can experience true terror. You know, it's good having sharing my screen with everyone. It's like I get the live tech support who isn't actually from Nigeria and going to steal all my data. If I start the game, then immediately exit, you'll get the greatest achievement in the game. Well, I've had it crash a couple times on me already because of OBS. If you try to use game capture instead of screen capture, it doesn't like that. So I had to fiddle with that a little bit too. All right. Nobody cared who you were until you put on the mask. Hey, it's all right. Everybody's a clown. Or were you saying you were wearing a more badass mask? It's all right. Everyone's a liar too. Gene for Pigs is awful. Yeah, I've heard as much. Made by the Chinese Room and is more of a walking sim, I believe. Not that Amnesia: The Dark Descent isn't a walking sim in itself. It just has moments where you get chased. All right, let's bring the game up. I don't hear any audio. Do you, chat? Pretty sure this isn't just silent. I missed the sub. That's because my audio isn't playing through my headphones. Hold on. God damn it. See if what audio is doing again. I had to go and fuck things up. I had to. Right. Audio is apparently playing through. I'm just gonna leave it through my speakers. I'll get this working tomorrow. Trying to get set up spookiness for myself, but I only complicated things. Oh, fuck! Stop that. I missed your 1 year. I'm sorry. Riley says, thank you for the 1 year. I was kind of busy dealing with audio stuff, and because I had audio disconnected for a second, the sound effects didn't play. For me, anyways. But congrats on that, the 1 year. Alright, let's see if the audio is working this time. Let me just exile the game and get back into it. When I play Genshin Impact, I just know that it's like a Breath of the Wild clone, and it's made by China. Other than that, I know nothing about it. I'd rather just play Breath of the Wild again, probably. There we go, now the audio is playing. Hold on a second. For me, but not for you. I mean, I probably gotta tell OBS where the audio is coming from because I unclicked things. Hold on. There we go. Oh my god, Dark Descent stream, did we just start? Yeah, we kind of got delayed by around 15 minutes because I've been fucking around with audio. But now we're getting started officially. One more thing, I gotta maneuver this up here. See, focus on the screen. There we go, now everything's ready. Alright, chat. Let's get spooked. Like I said, most of you have probably seen someone play this at some point. Some of you probably played it, but I never have. So even though it's like over a decade old, don't spoil for me. Don't spoil. I want all the spooks to be real spooks. Let's see if I can actually record though. Man, why ain't I playing the new Star Wars game? Because it didn't win the vote. And to be honest, I'm not that terribly interested in it. Am I sinning this game? I highly doubt I'll be able to make a sin video for it, but I will record it just in case I change my mind while playing. But otherwise, it just, you'll kind of... I'll make the call later on, but I highly doubt it, is the way I'm looking at it. Well, there's monsters in it, yeah, but you're not allowed to look at them. So are they actually there, or is it all in your mind, man? Design... Play the game the way it's meant... Yeah. Start. Look at this tiny baby UI. What game am I sending next? It's looking like, yeah, it's Mortal Kombat 11, so we'll finish that up.
Some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus.
We're not doing so well this Amnesia thing. We're remembering so much already.
Yes. I am Daniel.
You know, this isn't a bad legacy for a game. This game, you know, when it came out, I remember the internet kind of losing its shit over it. Like, you won't be able to finish the first level, or like the first hour. Pee yourself. Exit now for the best achievement. I'm good. I'm not that... I don't care that much about achievements. Plus, I've already started my recording. So, friends, let's all have a safe and happy time. Graphically, it looks like things are a bit smeary for some reason. Are anyone else seeing this? Looks a little weird when I move. Dark, it's meant to be. It's a horror game, chat. How many horror... There aren't too many horror games that are meant to be played in bright settings. I got zero tinderbox. Highly suggest making the room dark. That is dark. My room is all the lights around me. Except for my monitor, which is pretty bright. Yeah. Maybe there's like a blur I can turn off. Graphics. Don't want vertical sync on. Advanced options. Texture filtering? Image. Radial blur. Special kind of blur filter used during some sequences. Insanity. I think I want image trail and radial blur both off. Some changes will need a restart to take effect. Shit. Also, Dixon, thank you for your 4 months. Keep up the awesome work. I will try my best. Oh, fell to my knees. Okay, that got rid of a little bit of the blur. Yeah, it seems like it's more yield. I might actually need to turn vertical sync on though. I'm getting some screen tearing, so let me try that with vertical sync on. Even though I'm using G-Sync, I doubt this game supports it. Alright, my technical issues for the graphics are now fixed. Why is the alert on the middle of the screen? Because I changed resolutions for OBS for this game. I'm running this at 900p instead of 720p. So you get more resolution, but I apparently forgot to place where the alert box goes. It's not worth fiddling with right now. Just take it as, you know, an extra thing. You get to see your name in the center. Put down left mouse and move the mouse in order to move the door. I actually saw the video game footage for the new Amnesia game today. It looks pretty good. Looks very similar though. I think they're still using the same exact engine. Thought of a spazzy Twitch thing. Am I gonna sin this game? I mentioned earlier, I doubt it. I am treating it as a research stream, but I doubt I'll be able to make a video out of it. Is this castle like tilted like the Leaning Tower of Pizza, or is it just this pizza? Or is it just this room? Or is it just an insanity effect? We wanted a Dutch angle. Anyway, the room is moving, so I think it's actually in my mind. Well, maybe they just had a bad, carpenter. Well, architect, I mean. This is how you play this game, right? You grab every item and like, oh, I'll give it a voice and see if you can put it on everything. I will name him Candle Bob. Yes, we'll guard the castle. Yeah, that's how you play a Let's Play, chat. He will have a twin named Trevor. Will I sin this game? Like I said, probably not. Yeah, I know how to do the YouTube. Oh, he died. You know, see, you make everything into a character into your own one-man play. See, YouTubers. Here's the dark secret about YouTubers, chat. All of us were forced to play the tree in the elementary school, plays that our parents attended, and now we all get to be the stars of our own play that we make. Hey, I can play a really good tree though in a elementary school play. What will it take for a face reveal? You'll get to see my average-looking face at the end of the month, actually. Luckily, I'll be rectifying my normal face by having something that looks much better right next to me. That's actually not the way you usually go about it. Usually you want someone who looks worse than you to make yourself look better, but I'm going with the opposite ideology. Talking about Pixel Gate? Yeah, we're supposed to be we're planning to play the Little Hope game together. Just wear a photocopy paper mask. I would like people not to think I'm insane. But my face is no mystery. I've shown it before. When are we playing Ghost Hunter together? We're actually playing that together tomorrow, and it's going to be a video on our channel. And no, I could play it in VR, but I'm not for right now. I might do that eventually, though. I think I've checked everything out here, haven't I? By the way, that's not going to be something I stream tomorrow. That's just something I'm going to do. We're going to be doing privately, since we're saving our first stream together to be the Little Hope game. But she will be making a video that you can watch. Ferret Cop has returned. Oh, welcome back, old friend. What about the bunny ass? The one thing I remember most about this game when it came out was some YouTube video of a kid that's like, oh shit, I got a bag full of Milky Ways, and then the other person who he's playing with beside him just screaming his head off. This is the funniest goddamn... What was it, 2008, 2009 when this game came out? Funniest goddamn shit you ever saw. Beats the hell out of Pickle Rick. How am I? I am excellent, brother. I think I think I'm one of those fainting goats that just panics and, tenses up. You like ginger ale? I made chicken with ginger in it earlier, the other day. Karage. Then I also made an oil fire. But hey, the chicken was good. Speaking of chicken, I didn't have any leftover chicken, but I still felt like eating chicken today, so I went to KFC. Strangely, I found that they switched from their old crappy potato wedges to French fries, and I'll be damned if those weren't some of the best French fries I've ever had. Well, when it comes to fast food. Oil fire? Yeah, there I actually started an oil fire. But yeah. I was very surprised. I was like, wow, these are damn good French fries, KFC. Beware, when standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinder boxes. Search for other sources of light. Okay. I get you. Have I had smash fries from Smashburger? I've never been to a Smashburger, and is that a real thing? That's an excellent name for a restaurant, by the way, but I've never even heard of it before. You personally find the Penumbra games to be scary? You know, I was actually getting ready to talk about Penumbra, the forerunner to the Amnesia games. But you can actually fight enemies in Penumbra, and it was not good combat, so they took it out for this one, didn't they? You never understood the appeal of Amnesia? This game kind of rescued survival horror, to be honest with you. Survival horror was on a very downward trend. It was like turning into action games entirely. So it came out at the right time. It also right when YouTube was, getting big and huge for like YouTubers to play games on. So it had like just a kind of a synergistic effect. There were so many YouTube gaming careers built off this one game, and that helped out a lot. So it's a lot of this game, a lot of the YouTube gaming owes itself to this game. A zeitgeist, something like that. A cultural moment, let's say. It's got some interesting history. But this was also the first horror game that I can think of that where the first big one where you can't fight what you're up against, you can only flee. And that became a trend that got copied by every third-party shitfest on Steam quickly afterward, because it turns out it's very easy to make that type of game. Hey, you mean we don't have to animate enemy AI and animations? We can just make you don't have to even have model the enemy? It's cool. Save money. Kill bugs, delicious. Where are the Amnesia sequels? There's only one, and no. It's pretty much considered to be, bad. Get my sanity back. Which internet connection went? They did make that Soma game though, and that's apparently pretty good story-wise, but gameplay-wise, it's nothing new. And in fact, they made a mod for the game that actually turns off all the monsters in it, so you can just experience the story. Actually, one of my very first streams was of Soma. Not my first stream, but one of my very first, batch of streams was of Soma. But that was because Metal Gear Solid 5 wasn't working at the time. So like, oh, let me turn on Soma, and I'll play that instead. And then my computer still kept crashing. So, this is like liquid, right? My lamp. Picked up a lantern. Picked up a lantern. When filled with oil, it can be turned on by pressing FX, selecting it in the inventory tab. Soma's okay, good story, but nothing. Yeah, that's what I've always heard. It's got its creepy aesthetic, but they actually modded it just so to take out the combat, so you can experience the story and focus on nothing else. Oh, the castle's a bit drafty today, sir. The one, this is clearly not blood. It's like pink shit. Troy Baker has apparently finished his last day of filming as a video game voice actor, and he's moving to Hollywood. I wish him luck. It's news to me. I mean, he might want to, you'll have some, roles that he's already established himself before doing that. That's normally how that works. Like you get a couple big roles that establish you in a new area. But has he actually had any big roles in TV or movies? To be honest, Troy Baker feels like he'd be better at something like TV shows or like Netflix. instead of movies. There's Hawkeye and Joker and a couple cartoons. Well, that's, like I said, that's cartoons. That's not what I think he's talking about. He wants to actually, you know, physically act as as a character in a movie. You're still giddy because this game is awesome and you're playing it finally. Are you that excited? Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I mean, I'm not doing anything special that you haven't seen a million other YouTubers do already. Here, I'm playing with the physics engine and looking around and talking. I can make it more YouTube. Be like, oh, I'm a witch. Oh, you're a wizard, Hattie. Oh, and you do that stupid shit. I should get my broom and my basket and my everything else and make voices as I play. I mean, why am I making fun of this? This is the exact shit I do when I'm streaming. Except I just do like even lamer shit like, oh yes, delicious red tomatoes.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel.
I'll do that.
I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong.
Boom and zoom.
He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
This crappy blog post someone left me. I just want to fucking grill, man. I don't want to go kill anyone. I believe that this game was made with a low budget. Yes. I can very much believe that. I mean, they did a lot with what they had, but they made the game. They designed the game to work in, you know, inside of its, you know, niche. The do thing. So I'm guessing all that purple liquid was the potion we drank, and somehow we barfed it up on the way. What? It won't go down anymore. There we go. What? Are these controls inverted or not? I can't tell. You're in a video game, Daniel? You think my name is Daniel? Oh no, you're saying, oh, I totally misread what you were saying. I guess I already hit the switch, so I guess I'm done there. But... or not, because nothing has changed. You know, pull switch down. It should be. It goes up when I'm, and then it also goes up when I move my mouse upward. There we go. As you make progress or pick up important items, you'll recover some lost sanity. We summon Cthulhu and kill the old man. I think this is Lovecraftian sort of based or something like that. Funny stream title. It worked for me. You know, horror is a very ASMR, you know, experience. Bert, where, Bert? Just pretend this is Eternal Darkness too, and somehow it gets better. You sort of can a little bit, actually. The sanity effects aren't quite so, obvious. They just, you know, screen warping and you'll blurry shit. That.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Now those are flower petals, right? I don't know what one of those are. You smoked a cigarette, you've regained sanity, Call of Cthulhu. Hey. I'm trying to think of what I was going to say there, but it wouldn't come to me. But yeah, it makes just as much sense as like solving a puzzle gives you your sanity back too. Here's the thing, Chad. Video games don't really know how to gamify mental illness or mental status effects that well. So they just like simply, here's your sanity meter. Ever play Soma? I played the beginning of Soma. I never really got around to finishing it. This is like the 4th stream you've watched while doing math homework. How's your math scores looking? I don't think I should touch that. I think your PTSD is acting up. Quick call to ruin. Yeah, exactly. Even though he didn't seem to be suffering from that, just boomerism. Currently have a 36. Is that good? Yeah, I'm used to, high school level scores where it's like, here's a letter to represent how good you're doing and how disappointed your parents are in you. This leads where? Wine cellar and the laboratory. Together. A very low F. We streamers probably aren't helping your score that much then. We may be entertaining, but there aren't too many math streams out there. You know, I want to ask how exactly this is, caved in by, boulders and rubble, when it looks like there's a window right next to it. So there, what is there, like just a hallway that leads to another castle over there? And that was, destroyed in a cave-in, somehow. What is math? Miserable pile of secrets. Okay, alright, came from the archives, didn't I? Here's a different part of the archives. A taste of fragrant rose lingered in the mouth. Turkish delights, he thought.
"16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible
I think the next game takes place in,
dusk.
like, Africa during World War I, doesn't it?
Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness
I guess that's going to be the
remains a
connection.
mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow,
This is your very
I shall
first
lead the
stream?
men
Ah, welcome, by
into
the way,
ancient
Regulus Jones.
structure, hoping to reach the burial
Don't worry,
chamber.
it gets weird on
No
purpose.
matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Ah, yes, the Brits said they're stealing everyone else's cultural heritage. Is this yours? Why, yes it is. It's mine now. But it's been millennia old. Our ancestors. Oh, it's going in our museum. I'm sure you'll appreciate it. Appears to be a membrane over the light. Look for treasure. Doesn't seem like there's any. Oh wait, drawers. How much backtracking is in this game, by the way? I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander Baron von Brandenburg is to recommend my services at the Prussia Royal Court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal, Wilhelm House of Gerich. Can't wait to see the twist when it reveals you're a lessee. I will never escape that game in those lines, will I? 20 years from now, if I'm still doing this, people's like, hey, Dartigan, are you a pulse lessee? Enemy of Cocoon? Hey, Dartigan. Origami killer, am I right? I kid, though. I love these jokes. Don't take this the wrong way. There's no oil left in my lamp. Oh, get in the light. What the fuck is a lessee? Someone chosen by the gods to do a certain task, but they fuck them over horribly regardless, even if they do it. That's fucking stupid. Yeah, I said the same thing. Very VR-ish, looking through all the drawers.
"17th May, 1839. My hands tremble as I
If
write.
heroes ever need plans, and right now, that's all that turned out in the third game, didn't we?
For I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and
There are games
fearful.
like Amnesia in VR
They
already.
argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps.
There was only one who had
The
character
crudely
development.
carved
Barely.
passage
He just gets a little emo.
confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen.
Still cracks me up that that series ended with them
Despite their
moving to
quality,
France.
I felt a strange familiarity.
I did not see that
toward
one
them,
coming.
which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
What other horror games would you recommend for this month? Any good ones I should check out that I haven't streamed or did a video on? What's up, Gabby? Fuck you too, Poltergeist. Silent Hill Dump. Well, like I said, I had to buy a hard copy of that game. Can't download it. Picked up oil. Gesundheit me, chat. That doesn't really work when you say Gesundheit me, does it? You gotta go to bless me. Or excuse me. Actually, what does my inventory look like? No, so we got Oil. My health, all is good. My brain. Head is pounding and heads are shaking. Friend of yours owns a game store? Really? A game store? Oh, well, hope his business is doing well. Not getting easier for game stores these days. I've heard rumors that like GameStop might be switching to becoming a PC part store or something. What a waste of space. This is like 4 or 5 houses of someone made into whatever this room is. Actually, maybe call it 7 houses in fact with the space. Become the aristocracy, am I right? There's a reason they always, they always get their heads cut off later on. Silent Hill Prey and I actually was thinking of playing Prey before I decided on playing this tonight. So we might play Prey. I did buy that game when it came out, and it might, might be finally time to play it. It still irks you the original Prey 2 was cancelled? It didn't look very good, to be honest with you. I remember looking at the game like, yeah, this doesn't look like the Prey that I liked.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
Prey is 8 out of 10. Very simple. Is it very simple? I played it one night and felt it wouldn't make for a good video.
The ground will tremble and there's
When am I planning to do the GTA 5 Sims video? Sometime next year.
Especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
I was originally planning to do a bunch of GTA games this year, during the summer, but it didn't work out that way. So, yeah, so we got a little bit delayed. A bit of oil. So what's the lore of this game? You find out. I mean, I don't know. I haven't played it before. Dartigan, tell me about this game you know nothing about. That you've only seen other people play. I'll get right on that. Condemned Criminal Origins. That's a game, isn't it now? Couldn't even animate that, huh? Do we just have, like, rocks piled on top of the roof?
The 17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone
What do I do with
wall
a
for
10K
what
inheritance?
seemed like
I have way more than
eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for
I
air,
just put it in my
trying
bank
to
account with the
focus.
rest of my stacks.
That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
We must not use the Palantir. Don't know who else may be watching.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted.
And then I became a lich.
Voices of the
enemy
Arabs
of
pulling me to safety.
eternal darkness.
Grasped
I always
firmly in my
wondered what would
hands
happen if you
was
just
the
laid out
broken
your
pieces
nutsack on the
of a most
Palantir. Hey Sauron, you know what these are?
relic.
I like the way you think. Cast your big eye in these directions. You'll need an even bigger eye to see their full girth. God, we are smart. No wonder the ladies love us all so much, chat, when we have good discussions like this. Like, who could resist when we have such, witty conversations about sticking our nuts on the Palantir? So Sauron can take a gander. How do you ladies resist us? Fragile but not breakable by hand. You say that's not breakable by hand, I just crush that shit. That's supposed to work that
You
way?
have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Did I say girth? Yeah. Girth is, more important than length. In basically all matters. But we heard there's a door there. Draft and a faint light are coming from behind the shelf. There must be a way in. Oh, one out of oil. Okay, but what would Sauron do if he saw right in front of his Palantir? I don't know. I think he doesn't really care about sex. That doesn't seem to be his driving thing. He's not even human. Altstad and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstad. Thought, probably. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbors called Brennenburg. Quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with the scattered lakes is picturesque as can be. I'll bet the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local, and you'll hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversation, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but they are some motives that keep reappearing. You fully agree, Gabby? See? Yeah, she agrees. You can take it from me, I know my stuff. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by the tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have sighted them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called Gatherers, and they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside deep burlap sacks dragged behind them. To reveal their presence, what dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Allstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for the fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records at the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Estalt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was the mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? Came to the horror stream surprised by the horny? Oh, wow. You were in for a story, my friend. There's a reason this stream has a horny jail emote. Like, what do you got, Chad? What are you doing? Look at the impression you're giving on the new people. They think you're just nothing but degenerates because of your conversations. Here you are talking about teabagging Sauron and everything else, and new people are like, the fuck am I here for? What is this nonsense? You're disappointing your dad right now, alright? I expect you to, make up for this by getting even better grades. Meh. It is what it is, though. Embarrassing me, chat. The Baron in Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Ostalt. Like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with a title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussia state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. Family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of his country. My dad to a 38-year-old gamer, congrats. I guess I can say, hey, No, I'm not gonna go there, that's insulting. This ain't a Call of Duty, party chat. It's impressive that I have somehow fathered someone older than myself, though. Let's just say I'm your, not your actual biological father, but I still married your mom. I made her happy, though. There's a book here, but I don't... Looks like there's another one I have to press somewhere else to get this open. Chat is being pretty light tonight. This is nothing to some of the comments say, well, yeah, it is, horny light tonight, essentially. So don't be too turned off, too turned on, chat. I don't even know what to say anymore. Jesus, I'm just confused. Everything I say is a potential landmine of horny. Except the wine cellar. My voice is so different from the videos, it shouldn't be. I mean, I don't change anything. I think it's just the way the attitude and my speaking mannerisms are different. Because I actually don't edit my voice very much for anything in my content. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest. Is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can all rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would be, it would in a sense solve both of my problems. Did you hear horny? No. You're my father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. I too have watched Spaceballs. I got that reference. And it's kind of sad though, because Rick Moranis was just brutally attacked and randomly today, or last night, or yesterday, whichever one it was. Of all the people, why him? Why would you just donkey punch Rick Moranis? We can get into the wine cellar now. Not that I even tried to go into the wine cellar, but hey, it's there. I guess the game's auto-saving. He's such a nice guy. He's like one of the nicest people in Hollywood. The guy literally gave up his career, a very big, good career too, just so he could raise his kids. Oh, I see. The way back has been blocked. No, it hasn't. Never mind. It's this way. Or was it? And he's actually set to come back to making movies again, too, so I don't know if this is going to stop that. Here we are. Code Lyoko is on Netflix, whatever that is. 5-inch forehead intensifies. What happens if you get up to a 6-inch forehead, though? Is he okay? I think he took some... he'll live, obviously, but I think he's in the hospital. Terrible, your thoughts are with him and his children, yeah. Just real random, though. He's just... There's, like, video footage of just some dude, just like, he was standing there minding his own business, and just some guy just punches him in the back of the head. There's a way out of here. Yes. I too saw that. No, it's okay, it's playing piano. How's my sanity looking? Slight headache. Everything else is fine. Seems like he's left. Only good thing about evolution is that they fixed William TBH. Ow, what? Oh, just meat. Someone spilled their potted meat all over the floor. Some crackers, quick. We got the key to the wine cellar, so what was this door again? Also, Nochin Krieger. Thank you for the 1 month sub, man. Or the gift sub to Sunda Sumitu. These names are getting more and more complex. Where does this go? The old archive. That's where I, started at. It was just RBs on the floor. Yeah. No, that actually that meat you saw there, that was from that. You know that commercial you're getting hit with every time you log onto a Twitch stream? For the basketball player, or is there as a rapper, which one everyone is, like, hey, try out my burger. Bacon, lettuce, cheese, basic bitch burger. That's got my name on it. That's where the meat that's the meat they're using. He dips his fries in the barbecue sauce. Was it Travis Scott? I think that's who it is. Well, there's ad spam. That's a Travis Scott special burger. Tell him Captain Jack sent you. You keep getting Travis Scott. Yeah, the Travis Scott burger ad is playing on everyone's stream at the beginning of it when you log onto it first time. Complicated names to work those awesome vocals. While you're standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinderboxes or sources of light. Would it be that hard to just carry a torch?
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
You don't get ads at all? Right now it seems like it's getting through most people's ad blockers, but maybe some are still, avoiding it. Hello?
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
So don't drink the alcohol.
We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
So, I'm guessing all the monsters were these servants turned, whatever. Because their flesh is on the ground. Run? No, I'm good. Aqua Regia. My name is Wilhelm, House of Giric. These are my final words, my confession and testament. You might need that again. Flesh tends to be very important. I couldn't pick any of that up, though. 2 years ago, I was summoned to Castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed Knight of the Order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and the reason I had chosen because of the follies of my past and not the honors I've been awarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position with noble society. I'd like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I was hoping he was going to say Chuck E. Cheese. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. Wine tasted fine and my men drank without restraint. So begins a punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood is beginning to pour from my eyes and I can no longer... Longer what? Don't keep me in suspense. What's my favorite horror movie since we are in October? I really like the first Poltergeist movie, even though I don't really consider it to be that scary. But probably The Exorcist, if I were to say just a true horror movie. Lots of skin. Hey, Barnhart, thank you for the 2-month sub, by the way. Next room. I don't think it can get actually foggy inside of a building, but this game is, proving me wrong. What do I command of my Mulasi, huh? You know what? Do as you please, Mulasi. I am a forgiving, and understandable god. The actress who played Reagan the Exorcist now owns a animal rescue shelter. Hey, it's not too shabby. I wonder, since that was like her only big role, if people still bring it up. Yes, Dex, I am aware you're a cat. Barrel contains more than half a lantern's worth of oil. Lantern is now fully refilled. Contains a few drops. I'm not really using my tinderbox as much, am I? Yeah, we need to discover a way to make any horror game no longer scary just by saying the right set of words. This is the task I set before you on this night. How do we make horror games not scary? With the right commentary. Most horror games aren't scary to begin with. It depends on the player, and you'll know such things. Warpament. Speedrunning strats actually make horror games completely unscary. You become the scariest thing in the game just by glitching through walls and bunny hopping past monsters. Well, my previous attempt to make horror games not scary was the star wipe in my videos, but I kind of retired that one, and I can't really do it while I'm live. So we need like a certain line where we can just not get in me game. How's my sanity looking? Slight headache. It seems like we're doing well. So a local politician is trying to get a meme tax implemented in which people would be charged for using copyrighted content for humor. There was something like that, they're attempted like that in the European Union, and it would not work in the US at all. We got that whole constitution thing. It's up to the copyright owners to enforce the copyright, not the government. Laudanum. Use a laudanum to increase your health. Drink it, double click on the icon in the inventory tab. Oh. Not supposed to look at those, am I? Oh wait, I can't do anything about you. I'm gonna leave, is he? I'm literally shaking right now. Okay, that's just to teach you not to look at enemies. He just walks away afterward. Sanity back up, man. Really need to work on this, you'll fear of the dark. Shaking in fear. Well, I was referencing the meme of someone being so upset by something, they go on Twitter and say, I'm literally shaking right now. I wasn't actually shaking. All this is coding someone typed up. There's a possibility that all of reality is, just a computer simulation on some incredibly advanced computer made by things we don't understand. There's actually about a 50-50 chance of that being actually what reality is. Think about that. You don't even have to be, maybe get high first, but it's something to ponder late at night. I think it's more about memes that... Oh, if you're talking to Jim. Alright, so I got a bunch of chemicals. Find a place for mixing now, I think. You wanna know what's really heavy, chat? Wine casks. When you're playing a game like Alien Isolation and the monster triggers a trip mine, buenos noches. Oh boy. That's like a line you're saying. I think I've been over the entire place. I don't think there's anything left here in the wine cellar. How's Dex? She was scratching on my arm a second ago, so that's a good sign. This is what happens when you don't build stuff to code. You know, I don't think there was a lot of building to code back in these days. Just you build with what you... They weren't exactly safety regulations. Yeah, I think T takes the horror out of any situation, too. Hey, we could take a hammer with us as a pretty good weapon, right? Oh. And drops. That's a, 500 to 600 pounds of rock, by the way. See you later, Mike. You have a good one. I like that these are physics puzzles, though. Even if it doesn't make a lot of sense that I'm moving timbers that would, no one man can move. You can click right mouse to give it an extra push. Daniel's buff as fuck, that's why they sent monsters after him. I like that explanation. We're just that ripped. But I don't think there's any buff man. There's no man alive who's buff enough to lift one of these and just move it around. Alright, I guess we got all of our chemicals. Who's bullying? What are they doing to you, Puff? I'll make them stop. Seriously though, Chad, don't fight amongst each other. It's not cool. If you disagree on something, just you'll agree to disagree. Oh, finally, some good fucking food. Ow. Why does meat hurt so much? So... I gotta do something to all these chemicals I've got. I don't know where to take them. I need to make acid or something to get through this meat. It's tough and pliant, it can't be torn by hands or tools. The carrion meat, yes. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna have to just walk over the meat pile to the other room. Can't see any other room I can get through that will take me anywhere useful, except for this room. Maybe we just jump over the meat pile. Ow, meat hurts. Few cuts and bruises, head is pounding. 11 tinderbolts. Anything? Anything? What is the story of this game? We're here to kill some guy we used to work for. And we drank a potion to get rid of our memories so we wouldn't remember something that we did, I think. I'm guessing we did some horrible shit. And that's our coping we do get to choose our own coping mechanism, as the meme states. Sanity is out dangerously low. Make sure to stay in the light and try to make progress. I am in light. ... is my sanity. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken a toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. I guess I was supposed to come here and find that note first before I found all the, liquids. Ideal to really bad Karen memories weren't worth keeping, huh? Actually they are. Those are a learning experience.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aqua force.
Oh. Also, Neptune Jr., clever message. You spent $5 to say that, huh? Hope it was worth it. Chemistry pot. But thank you, by the way. Ooh, chair. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and safe return. Is that me? I think that's me. Why are you subscribed to this channel? What is Moo? It's a very, liquid concept that changes from time to time. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae? How do you say that word, chat? A and E's can be confusing. Vitua? Also, Let's Send, thank you for your 17 months. He was vitae, that's what I thought. Vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment. Are these real chemicals, by the way? Are given and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope that it will produce an even more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. They're the names of bullshit stuff from old alchemical texts. That's what I was thinking. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest of care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Yes, Dex. Four different chemicals are needed to continue. I've got all four. Just doing chemistry! Need to turn on the burners. Hold down left mouse and do a circular motion with the right stick. I'm not using a controller! Leave me alone, I'm doing science in here, bitches I am. About to I've only made meth a few times in my life. I might get this wrong. Oh, yeah, that's right. Picked up a pot of acid. Now to throw it in someone's face. That's too bit of a dark joke, I think. Nice meth mixing? Exactly. Still got the knack for it. Looks tasty? Mmm. It's got a sting to it. Just a very Swedish joke? We're approaching dark, dank levels of memes, chat. I gotta get back up there. Does this mean stacking things? I think it means stacking things. Have you noticed that a lot of games have moved away from stacking puzzles? That used to be a big thing, you remember? Makes you miss Half-Life 2? It kinda does. There's been a I miss the old stacking puzzle days somewhat. To be fair, people did complain about them because they got overused for a while. Getting low on the oil. Hey, we still have the we still have the legendary trespasser. That was the granddaddy of stacking puzzles. Neat. God, it's a cornucopia of semen. Ow. Right, to the Fabrica. You know, isn't this like in Austria? Why are we using so much Latin? You missed this game? Breathe it all in. Corroded meat. Latin is the language of science, or like, oh yeah, it's just like you wanted to prove how fancy you were. And during 3 days of Algiers, a sailboat was finally arranged to take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Don't go off the path. Would you stream God of War 1, 2, or 3? Eventually, yeah. I have no problem streaming all 3 of those. Careful when enemies are near. Crouching left control in the darkness makes you a lot harder to spot. You don't say. I've seen this moment in like many reaction gifs. People just immediately turning around after seeing that. Oh, the wine's all ruined. It's so strange hearing my voice live, is it? Who used to YouTube? Well, welcome to Twitch, by the way. You'll have fun here, I think. But yeah, you're not the first to say that, and I completely understand the idea. Especially depending on how long you've been, watching me on the tubes. But as you can tell, I'm not just some sour puss, dude who hates everything. That's usually the most surprising thing about me, to most people. You love the speedrunner guy that plays this game. They just bunny hop past enemies and glitch climb some of the wall meat, so it looks hilarious. Well, that's any good speedrun will basically look like that. Delicious laudanum. If you improve health and help heal wounds. We'll hold on to that. Doesn't that increase your max health, or does it just heal you?
June 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I
a tincture containing 10% opium.
An excessive decision.
I like that kind of health kit.
But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth.
Oh, the Travis Scott Mills hair. You dipping your fries in the barbecue sauce like him? You telling them Captain Jack sent you?
Weren't from the same object.
He just heals.
Could I have
kind of wasted the first one then.
Was there ever a complete orb?
Oh, Captain Jack sent you. This is my fries. I dip them in the barbecue sauce. Much delicious meat. So this alcohol turns you into a monster if you drink it, doesn't it? You never saw the ad? Pretty much everyone else is, though. Walk on the meat. The meat burns. Meat has girth. Girth is good. Girth is the true measurement of meat. Come at me, ghost. Your meat burns you, else you might want to see a doctor.
25th of June, 1839.
What about width? Same. Well,
I feel the need to
width is more of a
continue
2D
this
style
journey,
measurement.
even though it was intended for my journey to Africa.
It's about
This
straight
must
lines.
be
Girth is like
something
your
very
circumference.
important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's
We've been here a
more
couple
difficult
times. Used to be
than
Dark
one might
Lion.
think.
Oh, hello then.
The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly.
Moistness, girth, and moistness are important.
I took careful measurements and notated any significant
Why am I playing with
markings.
horny fire? I need to stop.
Today, I confirmed
I know what this will do to
my
chat if I keep it up.
suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Word. You know, Lovecraftian horror really only works, in the olden times before the internet, because you have moments like that where you had to, like, travel to see a, specialist, just find out a random fact. Oh, today's Lovecraft, like, I was, confused about this, so I looked it up on Google. Let me reposition the microphone. Save boar for Tuesday night? Special occasion, is it? What am I even looking for? I don't even know. What if the Lovecraftian entity resides on the internet in a knowable form made perfect by constant evolution? You mean an AI at that point then? Well, that would be. Spooky. Much oil? Actually, I got plenty of oil. Look at I'm rich in oil. I'm like a Saudi Arabian prince right now. Something is clogging the crank and pulley contraption. Into the meat cellar. Well, are you spooked? Not yet. Horror games don't usually work on me that well. I've kind of seen all their tricks, and I've seen this. Basically, everything this game has done has been copied by a bunch of other games. I mean, it's got a good atmosphere. I'm not saying that's bad. Like, the atmosphere is definitely there. But I've seen all these, I've seen this bag of tricks. Also, thank you for subscribing, Ingers. I don't know why are the alerts going off for anyone in chat? Are you guys seeing those? Hearing them? This is where we grow our ethical farm-to-table wall meats. You actually are onto something. That's getting more and more popular in Google, selling live-grown food. You've got a business opportunity. Take a culture of it. Turn my candles off. Oh shit, I've heard about this stuff. Yeah, I've heard you all about this exact moment in the game. He get in there, but he's like... Nicholas! Shit. Well, first death. Keep out of the water. Mighty, what's an invisible enemy? This was like a really famous moment in the game when it came out, like pants-sweatingly so. But because I know about it, it doesn't work as well. Oh, that's a timer, isn't it? to wait for it to go off and click it again. Sanity. You're down Virgil wine? You better not admit that in chat. I know you're underage. Unless that's like grape juice or something. Oh, this is a great sound to listen to for a while. Alright, let's start. Alright, here we go. Where I'm running to. Really not this room. Oh! One here too. I see, I get you. You just said that you're dumb, don't worry. We all agree. I know I can throw books, but I'm just, trying to save my throwing arm because I think I got a career in the NBA. Well, no, not the NBA, that's kind of dying right now. Let's say the, American Baseball League then. Surprisingly, this isn't affecting my sanity that much. Well, maybe don't throw them that far away. This my Half-Life 2 game time is coming back into play here. Oh shit! That fall off already knocked that out. Oh fuck. Alright, here we go. I gotta use the meat to distract and open that up. Go long. Oh fuck! I didn't give enough time for him to get over there. Not the door book. Boo. With that AS, for some reason I was thinking that I was going to say, "Don't eat ass." There's two in here with me, aren't they? Give him a big chunk. Oh. Why don't you... Ah, fine. I deserve death. Not standing there anymore though. Yeah, I'm sorry the game is really loud right now, by the way. Mind me. But for a second, it's like, I'm getting away with the perfect crime. You got unstuck after a few seconds, though. What? The game is dark as fuck. It's also apparently glitching out. Because it's not attacking me now. Weird. We started playing DMC and it was so bad that 4 missions in, the game asked me if you wanted to switch to easy mode. That's all of them will be. I need you to make a splash. What? Not that. Kind of screwed me up. Locked with a simple lock. Am I supposed to be finding a key? Hollow needle. Oh, I need to pick it. Well, that was a legendarily horror section that we just completely just... Well, we didn't do it very good justice, did we? Bad gamer. Bad horror gamer. You make it look funny. Feel bad for the game. Well, wait, it's not over yet, is it? All these doors open inwardly. Janky, it is very janky. Mindlessly screaming enough every time something slightly moves. How do you hope to make it big if you don't overreact to everything? Well, it's probably why I've only got 125 people watching me stream, to be honest with you. Also, Goebbels donated $1. Your voice is deep and intriguing. -1 cent, or is that 1 cent or minus? You added a cent for that. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate everyone who enjoys my voice. That's what that's what gets you there. Go for it. To me, it still sounds normal, no matter how much people you'll tell me my voice is something special. It always sounds just normal to me. But I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, but if you notice, I'm not that kind of YouTuber. It's like, oh wow, what was that? What was the noise? But I did a video. One of my very first Sin videos was actually not a game Sin video, but it was a Let's Play Sin video. Where I made a lot of them were playing this exact game, and they would like overreact to everything. Like, what was that? Huh? What was that? 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 Is that a fountain? What is that? What is this? Some kind of cathedral? What is that? A chandelier? What is that? It's just like that. That's like the brain just like not having any ability to think of anything interesting to say. So it's just like, what is that? Huh? 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 What is? What? Oh, it's not. It's just funny. Just give me an option to touch the crotch. Or splash water. What the fuck is that? You know, it's like if you go. I think it's like my third or fourth Sin video. I've only ever did the one Let's Play Sin video. And actually, that was originally my plan when I started doing Sin videos. It wasn't to Sin games, but it was to Sin Let's Plays. But there wasn't really enough life in it, so I only went with one video that I'd already kind of cobbled together after I started doing the game Sin stuff. See how amazing the art drawing. Yeah, that is I can see someone actually having that made. Listen to this gentle. This is like save room music. Those YouTubers have their appeal, but it's not 2010. A lot of those YouTubers, outside of like the few big ones, are no longer really doing much of anything. Like I forget there was one guy I featured in it. What's his name? He used to play games with Markiplier a lot. Sort of the Yami Mash. Like he got in some big trouble, I think, apparently, and I think his channel's dead now. And there was also there's another YouTuber that also got in some trouble. He used to be really big on YouTube. Had like some kind of like very variety. What was his name? I don't remember. I never really cared much about them, but yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers that were there that were in that video that were never really that big to begin with, but some of them were big and they're no longer that. Right? Yeah, Cryotic was something that happened recently though.
Have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Five Nights at Freddy's showed how Mark exaggerates his screams. I think even he got called on it in the latest Five Nights at Freddy's games. He hasn't screamed that hard. Yeah, it's called realizing you're being really cringe, bro. A lot of those YouTubers also would just fake their reactions, even just completely shit games. I remember a lot of times Markiplier would play something that was horrible fucking game, but he'd like act like it was the greatest thing he's ever touched. But a lot of YouTubers are guilty of that, actually, because they thought they had to like play up their reactions all the time. I want to go down the elevator just yet, though. I'm gonna guess I probably won't be able to. I'm gonna, repair it. Hey, but you can always buy Markiplier $60 t-shirts now. That's an option. Are there people who like The Last of Us 2? Yes. I mean, I don't necessarily hate it. It's fine enough gameplay-wise. It's fine. I just, like the story of the first game better. But that was the way YouTube was done then. You just had to oversell everything. So we got storage, and we got like a guest room and something else. Check these two rooms first. So is the stream running well for everyone? Not choppy or anything? Just, I haven't asked that for a while. Should be running fine.
journal is gone.
Dark as fuck. Well, that it's meant to be dark. It is a horror game. Now, if I were a real YouTuber, I'd come up with a name and character for this thing and carry it with me. But I've already done that joke. I'm back.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition.
We all know, Chad, that
A week
monotone
after my
content
departure,
creators are what's in
Abdullah,
now.
one of the men
We don't
traveling with
oversell
us,
our reactions to
returned from
anything.
the
In
desert.
fact, we underplay
He
them.
was badly injured, as
More
if
relatable,
maimed
isn't
by
it?
a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to
That's
look
why
for the
everyone should
expedition.
watch me.
After searching for
and my
days,
cohort,
they
Kate.
found the camp abandoned
Those were the
without
two most
any
monotone
trace
people
of
you'll ever
Herbert
hear.
or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent
gamer
at the
stretch
customs
time.
house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Can't wait to start your YouTube persona as a rock and react to things, and there's no dialogue, it's just a rock. You know, that might be goofy enough to go viral. You say it like it's not possible. I love this world that's made out of styrofoam bricks. Everything is so light. We're stuck to a broken lock. That doesn't even make any sense. You know, I actually used to think PewDiePie was pretty cringe too, but he changed a lot over the past couple of years. So he's actually pretty fine, fine in my book these days. He realized the cringe before a lot of the other cringe YouTubers did, and changed up and made him, grew it with his content. So I do respect him for that. Crowbar down a steel corridor.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text.
Now Pews makes
Herbert
content for other
states his
people's
facts
content, media's
without
meme review.
judgment or passion. But
Well,
suddenly,
technically they
I could
do
read
come from his Reddit,
frustration
and
into his
they do
text.
that. They put them there for that
He
very
pushed
reason.
his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks.
Hello there as
and
well,
Herbert
definitely
had
not
to take some
Sufi.
extreme
How are you?
measures to continue.
I
He
like it when
finally
someone comes into
visits the
chat and is
chamber
very,
himself,
very
where
well
he
mannered.
retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
You went fine. Ooh. Well, I'm glad. I hope everyone else is having a fine and dandy day. I don't really know what dandy means. That's like an old-fashioned term that people still use, and I think it means good. But I don't know what caliber of good. Okay. We got a crowbar into the... Angry Joe is great, and he mostly streams these days, I think. Am I a fellow college grad? No, I never finished college. If I did, I'm wasted that degree because I'm here playing video games for a living. I was gonna check that anyways, game. You didn't have to make it that obvious.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
A dandy is historically a man who places particular importance upon physical appearance. That's when you're describing someone. I'm saying I have a dandy day. Like, I'm not sure how that would mean when you use it as a description instead of like a noun. Basically, dandy, we used to be the way we said soy boy. Room. You're such a dandy. No, today it's just like, what a soul boy. Oh. Thank God it has a concert playing whenever it shows up. By the way, the whole soy boy thing, it's not really that much of an insult. Soy doesn't actually do anything to you. It's like a food like anything else.
July 1839.
What's a soy boy?
The orb is assembled.
You'll get a different answer for what, depending on who you ask. But generally, neck-bearded individual who is not very masculine.
Lay spread across the table as I'd left them.
Or traditionally so.
I knew how it was supposed to be.
It doesn't work out very weak physically, but thinks they're very strong intellectually. That's kind of what people are saying when they say soy boy.
I remembered so clearly.
Maybe has a man bun.
The tar proved unnecessary.
Likes
it was pushed out from the
non-traditional foods
as they merged on their own with no adhesive.
That's where the whole avocado toast thing comes from too.
Now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape.
There are some people like to claim that drinking soy will turn you into basically a woman because it has phytoestrogen in it. Well, that's just really dumb because it's not the same thing as mammalian estrogen, and it gets broken down in your stomach anyways and doesn't pass into your system. But I always like to remind people when they try to make that argument, hey, guess what's in the meat you eat regularly? Oh, is that mammalian estrogen in your steak? How dare it turn you into a female? You don't eat that red steak, bro. It'll turn you into a woman. But that's also not how that works either. That's the time we live in, chat, where even the food you eat will have people like, hey, you eat too much of that, you're gonna transition. Better go on a carnivore diet, bro. Look at me, I'm jacked. I eat nothing but chicken shakes and steak all day long. Chicken shakes are a real thing, actually. Some people will blend up their chicken to get all, make it into a liquid, to get excess protein. I barf at the very idea. I'm all out of oil. Or am I? Not. Alright. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer, the most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. feel like I'm reading Warhammer 40k lore right now. It was as if it was told about an underground Mithrite temple crowned with an unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was possibly an artificial paradox captured within stone. You're such a dumbass, you just realized why I named the stream that? Hey, I like it that my humor creeps up on you, and then makes you feel inadequate afterward. I was staying in a nearby village called Ostalt, investigating one of the antiquated trails. When I finally found the cavern, I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. Milk has a lot of tryptophan, an amino acid which is processed into serotonin in your body. So like chocolate milk silently helps you sleep. I don't know anything specifically about estrogen in food though. Like I said, there's plants, soy and a lot of other plants have something called, I think it's like phytoestrogen, which is not the same thing as mammalian estrogen. And even if it was, it still wouldn't matter. You have to have that stuff directly injected into your veins, usually. I made my way to because it doesn't survive the stomach. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, but fortunately they remained. After what? I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained. Okay, so I tried to warn them, but thankfully they got ganked instead of me. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings, and trees turned charcoal. The black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance as I joined in, and as pain and fear overtook me, I fell to the ground gasping for air, my cat scratching at my elbow. Am I good in science subjects? Just wondering. It's something I like. I try to keep, informed on certain things that are going on. But I'm no scientist, or even student of it. This certainly must sound strange, but I have been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The Guardians had taken an orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. This could be an Assassin's Creed game, chat. It could just be an Apple of Eden. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It's been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. I got lots of reader spit in my mouth right now, so that's why I have to keep swallowing. Don't take that as anything dirty, by the way. Last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Henrik Cornelius Aglupa. Alright, good. Now, if you read a lot, chat, you'll build up a lot of, saliva. It just happens. Well, if you read out loud like I have to. Paul was in this room? I think it was. Here are doogs. African or European swallow? What? I really don't know what you're asking me on that one, and I'm afraid to answer. Go back to the hall. We want to go further. Terrifying. Cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. A reference to Monty Python. Oh, I have not seen Monty Python in a while. But usually when it's the old unladen swallow thing, that it usually goes with the unladen swallow. Not the actual species of birds. That's why I didn't catch it.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
And just, you know, yeah, I'm gonna cut up some dogs. For science. Now he's truly evil. Who very much enjoys Dartigan? You're just a dude who enjoys my content? Thank you. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain-induced stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting the energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable my real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Well, at least he stitched that one back together. Like, wouldn't he have been butchering these dogs like a long time ago? Why they're freshly severed, you know, cut up corpses here? I'm sorry, what? What? I was gonna go, that's a penis, but I'm pretty sure it ain't. I want to talk to the man who had to render this, and he's like, you can't put a dick on it, but put some kind of bulge there. I'm guessing that's the... Look, it's got an A on him. That might be Agrippa. Further disappointment on the antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill the void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. If this were a Rockstar game, you'd see the individual ball hairs, and you'd be some advanced technology too. You know, I didn't know we dudes could have like geometry down there. Neat. Me myself, I'm rocking a solid trapezoid. This poor guy just got a triangle. Nice cock. Yeah, I wish we guys would just go around, hey, nice cock, man. Good job. Like it's something you can develop. Hey, have you ever seen that? Any of you ever seen that Tom Hanks, that more obscure Tom Hanks movie, The Burbs? For some reason, like, I know you've been in my basement. You saw the bones there. That's actually one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies. Wasting oil, by the way. Keep forgetting I got that out. The Burbs of fucking Amnesia. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's kind of, I think it's like one of those niche classics at this point. His wife is Princess Leia, too, yeah. It's just such a weird movie, but it works. You never actually heard of it? Yeah, it's out there. I mean, that used to be, you'll play on cable news all, not cable news, but cable TV all the time. That's how I saw it. Or, well, there are dead birds in the game. I just didn't get to kill it. His son Colin Hanks was really good in Orange Country. You went on a rant with your friend about how pension enlargement will pension or penis enlargement will actually work, and I actually hate the fact that I now know it would work in real life. He just kept looking at me like, how the fuck do you know that? I'm not sure if you mean penis or pension enlargement, to be honest with you. Currently, there are no ways of, actual penile enlargement that actually work other than like some kind of weird-ass surgery where they cut ligaments, which I don't think is, a very good idea. I'm not really sure how you've heard about that. That's a thing that can work yet. I think I just came here to learn plot, didn't I? Because I don't think I picked up anything. I did get a key. That's right. Machine. No, I got that in the other one. Got a hollow needle. Got the machine room key. Wasn't Corey... I don't remember the exact... Yeah, I think he might have been. I think that's all that there is here. Isn't your penis actually bigger, longer or bigger than it appears? But yeah, well, there's a lot of it that's, internal. Penis science is very delicate. But you don't get to really count that. Like, dude, I'm like totally 16 inches long if you count what's on the inside. Believe me, I've looked at the facts. It just doesn't work there. And, that ain't gonna get you anywhere. Dude, just look at the science, man. It's all there for you to know. Can't help it that you're ignorant. Yeah, you only get to count visible dick. God, I love the words that come out of my mouth sometimes. It would work in the future? Well, that's a argument you can make about anything. Everything can potentially work in the future. We're talking about currently existing technology here. But yeah, there's like a lot of stuff with genetic engineering you might be able to do in the future. Like maybe the short guys can finally get that extra height. It's very likely that within the next decade, actually, a lot of genetic engineering will make certain things possible. Like,
aerosol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
come on.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
There's actually a lot of work being done in genetic engineering. One thing that you'll be able to do in probably the next decade is knock out the myostatin in your body, or at least the gene that triggers that, which is keeps you from getting completely ripped. So it'll become very, very easy for you to just be sporting tons of muscle just by getting some genetic engineering. Can I maybe get some water? Can I use this item this way? Nope. All right. The nonsense. There's a lot of mods for this game, but you'll have to be specific. There's some that are just straight up horror stuff, and then some that are just goopy. As a male, can you get yourself some milky breasts? You can get those right now, either through eating a lot of Snicker bars or getting implants. Chat has been in solid dong expansion chat for a while. Sounds like something that would make you trade some life years? I don't know. Well, the longer you live, the more likely you are to see incredible technology. But I'm a big believer that the next 10 to 20 years are gonna be fucking crazy with all this technology that's been in development. It's finally starting to actually become scalable. So I always tell everyone, next 10 to 20 years are going to be barely recognizable. The world of 2030 and 2040 will be very, very different from the world of 2020. Because our technology has this thing called exponential growth, where the more you develop technology, the faster you can develop future technology. So it just ramps up. That's one of the reasons why starting in the computers ramped up so much, was due to exponential growth of computing technology.
Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs.
Cut stupid, you have a weird idea of what gay guys are into.
Was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture.
I'm not even gay, and I know that's wrong.
The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I
came to
overheard
expand,
a
Dong. You came to the right place then.
conversation.
People tell me my
Sir
voice
William
is capable
Smith,
of that.
The geologist was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Why not ghosts? Probably got to find something that tells me what order this goes in. I can like turn them with my head. New science has been discovered. Redeem stream energy. I got no T on me. All stream energy has been used. Let's look around more. We'll find a note somewhere.
July 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander."
How do you call a
What am I
female
to
bee
make
a
of this?
booby?
Protect
Queen.
me from what? Is someone
As in,
after
yes,
me?
queen.
I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods
Or
near
as
the
in,
Baltic
yes,
Sea.
my queen.
While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest.
You need help? You were
As I write,
scammed?
my
No,
thoughts
don't worry,
are
that
drawn to
Bitcoin's
my
gone for good then.
nightmares in which a most disturbing sound
Oh,
calls
you
to
redeemed
me.
all your streamer points.
A
Don't
sound
worry, I will
defying
drink tea next
description.
time in your honor.
A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
They had such thing then? No, what's this? Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would cracking in the inner study rooms. I didn't think I found any rods in there. Yeah, I was just up in the study. I didn't. What? Find 3 rods, then do the puzzles? Yeah, but I was just up in the study. I did not find any. Unless that means something down below. I don't think they do. This is all to get the elevator working again as well.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
Oh, okay, the cogwheel I did find there was needed for that at the very least. We gotta find 3 rods and then a cogwheel. Well, multiple cogwheels. Oh, there's one right there. We also need to find some fuel for that, don't we? Surprise cock? The surprise cock is the worst cock. Wait, what? You know what? Maybe any type of surprise cock is bad cock. Any coal in here? Yes, you do. They're not handing out the oil as much now, though. I need your fuel. Save my oil, I'm gonna need that. I don't know how much coal I actually need in there, but I'll put a bunch of chunks in. Burner is now full of coal. No, we need to go get other gears. We need 2 more gears, and then we need to go find the rods. Dreamy Dartigan, Dreamy Dan, I'd love the smell of surprise cock to wake up to in the morning. I mean, hey, to each their own. That's what gets you there. You're not gonna hear a complaint out of me. Just so you know, when you're sleeping, if something starts, startling you while you're asleep, you're likely to attack it. So just keep that in mind where you give your lover some surprise morning service. There's been many stories of someone, I'm gonna do something nice, and then get an elbow to the face because they thought they didn't know what was happening. That flight or flight response kicks in. The more you know, hey, I'm all about science. I think there was another gear up in this room. I'm a genius? No, I just, know things. You don't like eating chicken for breakfast. That is a bit heavy for breakfast. There's an oil thing there. Alright, I need to go back upstairs and find rods, apparently. I need to find 3 rods. You definitely missed something because you haven't yet been to one specific area. I don't know. Can't think of any other room that I haven't been in. But the note said up in the studies where they were keeping the rods. So maybe there's just something there that didn't spawn until actually I read the note. Or was hidden in a way I just didn't notice it. I don't love puzzles in horror. I don't mind these puzzles because these puzzles are all physics based for the most part, which is the way I prefer a puzzle to be. But you have to have some kind of gameplay in horror, and it's usually puzzles. Because combat usually kind of blows in a horror game. I don't know if you noticed that little detail. So we also need to find a way to activate these switches. I haven't found a note that tells me what those, how to do those yet either. I use the tinderbox to find another tinderbox. Howdy do? How are you doing? How you doing? You know, I should have a day where I act irrationally angry to everyone who shows up in stream. Like someone goes like, "How you doing, dude?" I'm like, "Fuck you," and they're like, "What did I do?" I'm just joking, by the way. I would not do that because most of you are like individuals. Be like, "Well, fuck you too. I'm leaving. Never coming back." Didn't like your stream that much anyway, asshole. Plus, I'm not very good at being irrationally angry. I would still use the same tone of voice like, "Well, yell fuck you too." And you should be like, "Oh, he's so cute when he says me to go fuck off." In fact, most of you would be like, "Say it again, Dartigan." Obviously, I'm only putting up with all the insults and attacks because yes, I'm a very abusive, partner when it comes to Ruin, constantly insulting him, telling me his work is subpar. Like, how dare you give me this shit, and just throwing it back in his face. Next time, do it right. Your boyfriend is so adorable when he's being mean towards you. You love it so much. I'm going to consider that to be a joke because of the topic at hand. Go down here. I think I did, didn't I? There are some people who are actually into that. We call them masochists. Do I have a spouse? Do you mean am I married? No. Okay, chat. Rods in here. What? Oh, there's a rod. Hold on, though. I'll get that one last. Twitch is downloadable. There's an app for it. Love Twitch streams with a small number of people. It does help the streamer actually engage with it, doesn't it? Since you can actually read it because it's not going by at a lightning fast pace.
Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Blocked. Most popular streams are just emote spam, but you kind of have to because if they move so fast, you can't possibly read anything. So it's just like, there's an image, there's a pog, that must mean something funny's happening. Dark. Way too dark. I'm gonna use up the store of tinder boxes I've been saving. Rewatch my Call of Cthulhu and Arkham vids. I forgot how funny all of them were. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you made you remind yourself, though, of my genius. Alexander, I prepared the explosives you needed for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I have arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you are ready to go. Agrippa. I would want to be a popular YouTuber, but I wouldn't want to be a popular streamer. What's the difference? You know, like talking to people, you know, live? That is a different, you know, thing, so I can see some, you know, some people wouldn't want that. Vampire video was the best. You just loved, you'll actually be able to watch the streams of that soon. I'm gonna be uploading. I was kindly provided it was VinCam, wasn't it? Are you here, VinCam? You're the one who did it? My memory's failing me. Who actually recorded those streams back in the day and recently gave me the files, so I'm going to be uploading those to the Stream Archive channel soon. So anyone who missed those streams back then, they'll be available.
What was that?
Popular streamer, the chat moves at lightning speed. You know, it does sort of, you know, there is that. But some people like a fast chat. Got the drill part. Not oil looking. Oil's not too great. Alright, where was that rod at? You'll grab that. Room's holy too fucking big, mate. Some items can be combined in the inventory. Need to find all the parts first. I didn't know I was looking for a drill. I'm here to look for your other thing. The rods. I guess I know where the drill bit is, though. It's upstairs, but I was looking around more down here. I think that's everything, though. Alright, upstairs we go. I am more than halfway done with the book. The hardest part so far has been trying to develop a voice. Somewhere I want to be in between King and Lovecraft. That's a hard thing to, you know, manage, because they're not exactly compatible with each other. But I wish you luck. Also, yes, the vampire video is the best alongside Honestly. Hey, you guys like whatever one's your favorite, I'm cool with. Some of my older ones, though, I'm just like, really? That's your favorite? Oh, I see monster. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. That's my sanity. waiting. Small carpenter's drill. I'm here looking for rods, though. What does sanity do in this game? If it drops too low, you just die. Good. You hate the crunchy sounds? You're meant to hate the crunchy sounds. I need something to clear that blockage, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. I need to go back upstairs, I think. I need to go back to the upstairs rooms, I think, to find the rods for the elevator. Maybe I needed the carpenter's drill to find something upstairs. It's gonna be a long playthrough. I don't think this game is technically that long. You going to go to bed? There you go. You have a good night. I have like a journal. No. Notes. Machine equipment memo. Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator. Oh, it's in the storage. Make sure that you to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. So, I guess they are down in storage. I guess I need to make that bomb, but I didn't find a thing to let me do it. Let's check the study again. Pretty sure there were none in here, though. I guess they're all somewhere down storage. I need to blow that thing. You don't see anything I'm missing, do you, chat? I'm very close to running out of oil. You know, the lovely dog room. Surprise cock. Carrot, wait, bird? No. Sorry, Puff, you're kind of, very interested in the surprise cock tonight. You're gonna give yourself a reputation, you know. Here's surprise cock. That's really painful, by the way. Yeah, it's gotta be. I think I had to blow that wall, that rubble, with a bomb somehow. He is into yaoi? Well, yeah, I think you're right. Must be the work of an enemy stand. Nice cock. Is the thing you said in high school? What was the context of it? Did you just go up behind someone and yell, "Surprise cock"? I want to know now. Rainbow dick? Okay, that one actually has a, there actually is a, real reason for that word to exist. Depending on, shades of lipstick. Rune, you have a good night, by the way. There was actually not a couple of years ago. There was a big moral scare about what was it, rainbow parties, about with involving lipstick. I mean, it wasn't real, or at least not in any actual way. But I remember there being news reports on it. Are your kids getting involved in rainbow parties? I've never been to a rainbow party. They're fun. Depends on who's the old. I think they're only fun for the dudes if they're real. We need to find a way to, machine parts. That's we need to get through here. Won't budge. The room where the bomb is too, I think. There's like a hidden entrance behind this. Arg. Yeah, I'm getting a little frust. Since we can't say the word suspicious anymore, we have to go sus. I'm just gonna say I'm getting frust, chat. Getting very frust. I just want to make an explosive device. That's all. All words need to be shortened to one syllable. That actually could be a realistic thing that happens, by the way. All depends on who controls the dictionary. Gotta use my brain harder. I can only use it so hard before it starts to really hurt. This is where I found the note, I think, actually, but I couldn't find a way. He said it's in the room over from this. Did I just walk right past it before? Valve is rusted shut. Gameplay. Let's put a ban on 2 or 3. So basically, Dart is one of those players who will run out of oil no matter what. Well, I've actually been managing it really well. I've got like a ton of tinderboxes, but I just kind of like got been running around in this basement for circles for a while now. I need to make a bomb to get past the blockage. Secondary. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Partially filled pot. I need a little more. Read that note about the explosives. Prepare the explosives you need for clearing the flood drain I can't stress enough how important it is the mixture be handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosives and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I've arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you're ready to go. There's another one in here. Here it is. Scientific. Picked up explosives. Cock it is? Yeah, yes, cock it is. Well, what? I'm all out of oil though, Chad. Yeah, luckily I've lit this place up pretty good with tinderbox though. I'm guessing I shouldn't run when I have this explosive pot on me. Don't stand too close to the blast, and the explosive goes off. Do I have to light that with a tinderbox, or does it go off on its own? Set it off. Just go off automatically. It's got no wick. Glowing pot of your red. Chad, does anyone know how to light this damn fuse? Amnesia did have a sequel, yeah, but it's not, you know, very well liked. Throw shit at it? Is that really it? What I was doing before? So my stupid idea, throw shit at it, was actually correct. Seems like a great way of, you know, lighting explosives. Suck it, you have a shitty arm. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that made me feel, yo, very good in the mood-wise, blowing something up. Got all my sanity back. really need some oil though. Thank you. No, it's laudanum. Chest that opens. Only tinderbox. This sucks. Ah, that kind of hurts, game.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Alright, here we go. I want to light all the lights up just enough so I can find my way around the room. Machine parts, that's where I need to go. We're being super stingy on the oil and I don't like it. Alright. Let us continue, chat. Bread. In fact, what is going on in chat right now? I haven't looked over there much recently. I don't really need to light a tinderbox there. So, Puffy, look what you've done. You have everyone in chat yelling "surprise cock." Are you proud of yourself? Oh, we already had, visually speaking, and now look what we got. There we go. Yeah, I figured as much. Vaginally speaking, surprise cock. See, they even work together. Synergy, you see. Here's where we'll find our machine parts. Looking around for more oil before I go in. Then no monsters are going to show up now. Close the door when I try to open it, chat. Let's not try to go through that door anymore. That's his room. You know, that really hurts when it just flashes white in front of you. That's old knockin' Kyle, huh? there, actually. Well, I really shouldn't be surprised that that happened. Like, what did you think was gonna happen, dumbass, if you stick your hand in fire? What's the point of that, though? I think it's just to light this room up. Oh, the rods. If a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there is 1 rod in the inner study rooms which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in the storage room or using a mended one. Same note, actually. I've looked through the study rooms, I found no rods there, so I guess I just needed these 2. In this big room. Do I have a reticle? A reticle. In my inventory? No, I got Trinity Steam Rod and Trinity Amplitude Rod. Oh, hello! There you are, all the way over there, huh? I gotta sneak by him too. There isn't a dot in the middle of the, you know, I don't have anything like that on. You can turn the dot on. No, I'm good. I'm managing just fine without it. Game doesn't have any. This game has 0 cutscenes, I don't believe. Oh shit, I got a full box of Milky Way. That's that moment. I remember that moment. Exactly where he saw it and then screamed and like someone said, I got a box of Milky Ways. Not a good hiding spot, is it? The video you reference, the video I reference as well. This is like my, this was my introduction to the game years ago. So, group of kids, I think they were in a group Skype call. They were all playing the game, and then just one was like gets scared by that moment and screams his head off, and then at the same time, someone's like, "Oh shit, I got a bag of Milky Ways." It's the funniest shit because it's so random. And then going down, you know, my I'm literally shaking. This door ever opens. Come on, you. Lit this room up a little too much before. Fine. Amnesia started YouTube careers, you have multi-million-dollar careers at that. But hey, there's an Amnesia Rebirth coming out. You guys think it'll live up to the legacy and make a whole bunch of new careers?
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us?
Nope.
Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
Now, these days you make your career with Minecraft or Fortnite. I don't know if I need 3 rods, because I only ever found the 2. I think you only need the 2. Behind me. Don't want to be rude. Four-part phase rod. Trinity. Okay, so I'm guessing it's talking about the amount of corners. So the 4-part goes in that. That Trinity steam rod. There's apparently a circle rod up in that study somewhere. I didn't find it. I saw nothing that looked like any of these. Open. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe go turn the machine downstairs on. You don't like Aerith in the new game? I thought they actually did pretty good with that. Here needs more work before we'll run. I need that rod. Don't we all? It says in the study room upstairs, but I guess I'll go check that again. Dudes playing Outlast is still your favorite legit Swedish fear? What's the difference between Swedish fear and normal fear? Dad, is it disappointing that I'm not scared by horror games? I feel like I'm letting people down with that. Come for the show. They don't get it. Because, content creator being actually scared of the game can be really good. It can be really funny. And I can't help it, I'm just dead inside. Or, well, maybe not dead inside, but I'm just not, scared by this shit. I haven't been scared by a horror game since I was a kid, and I played Silent Hill and Resident Evil 1. Maybe it's in the other room. Kind of be a reminder of the original game before playing the new one, and my toneless humor. I was surprised by Mr. X. Well, yeah, jump scares can still get me because I'm only human. And anytime you make a really loud noise and then pop something out in front of you, that can definitely get you. But that's a very temporary style of horror. Oh, I'm lighting this is not something I need to do.
Daniel,
What?
still having nightmares, I see.
Yes. I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
I thought Dora was just a corpse taken over by a necromancer with his monotone. Hey. You might be onto something there. I'm not gonna lie. I do have a mysterious past. Let me go check the study again. Desperately need a rod. Stiff, long rod. It's an easy joke and I don't care. But Chad, if you really like my monotone, wait until the end of the month. You'll get 2 for the price of 1. It'll be something unique, I think. Rod in here. Kate, yeah. I mentioned that before, though. Box I didn't get the last time. There's definitely nothing in here. See you later, Puff. Surprise cock someone else tomorrow, I guess. Same cock time, same cock place. These jokes don't even make any sense. I don't know what the game is trying to tell me, but it tells me I need a 3rd rod, and it's up in the study somewhere. Nothing I need to explode, right? The rod is in my pants. I know that. I mean, I'm you know, pretty good down there, but this is a, you know, a very specific rod. You're like, you're the only person who played Resident Evil 4 and did encounter the first chainsaw guy in the village. You don't necessarily, if you only see the chainsaw guy there if you're doing really well, actually. So that kind of just means you're admitting that you kind of sucked, and they didn't need to pull him out. I've checked the entire study, chat. There's no rod here. Except the ones these two guys are holding. Full set of 3 rods is unavailable. There is 1 rod in the inner studies rooms, which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in the storage before using a minute one. I've got the 2 from storage, but I need a third though. Canine spine. Welcome to horror game hell. Backtrack. That's always fun, isn't it? Can I check the painting? It won't let me click on it. Must have got hit it with something. Riveting, I know, chat, but I'm trying my best. You just now got the notification for the stream? Sadness, I'm sorry. Pick on the wall, show something in the dog's mouth? Tongue, it looks like. Because there's a... I think Rebirth will be just as good because the novelty factor is not there, which in this case, every sequel, it won't make careers. It's definitely not going to make careers. That was kind of like a new time on YouTube. And these days it's stuff like multiplayer and everything. Come on, Chad, you've had to see your favorite YouTubers play this part before. Unless I've got the idea of what it means by study completely wrong. I'm your favorite YouTuber? Well, thank you. But I'm also becoming very, very unhappy. Alright, chat, let me tell you how you do this. Type in Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and type in Rod Puzzle. That's all you gotta do. What does that mean? Everything turned red for no reason. Reread the notes? I did. They just tell me, hey, the inner study. There is one rod in the inner studies room which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. I said it's absolutely necessary. I always use spare rods. I did. See, I'm in the inner study room. I'm looking for a rod for an elevator. Unless I can... No, I can't use a hollow needle. Do you not see the painting? This painting? I've clicked on it multiple times. It does nothing. I'm out of will. Didn't realize I had that on. Yeah, I've checked every room, chat. Break the window here? Oh, the one that cracked earlier. Which one was that? Was it this one? There was a weird tail to the puzzle earlier, but which one was it again? This one, I think. Oh, I see. I thought that was just a weird psychological thing when it, the window cracked earlier. Cool. Here we are. Emergency deaccelerator. Success, chat. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Who leaves a tinderbox on a damn window ledge? You'll video game logic, my man. Video game logic. There's the rod. The elevator breaks down again. Make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Okay, that's that chamber, the lever puzzle. Make sure the flow is set according to the flowing chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. We've lost contact with 2 MTF units sent to investigate the new SCP, but goddammit, they keep turning into his stream. Love your streams. Hey, well, thank you. Okay, so there's nothing else in this room I'm gonna need. I'm sure monsters won't attack as soon as I pick up this shit. That's where it was blocked out before. Huh. Oh, thank God. Full oil. Brother. Whoop. Whoop. Alright, now we go back to the machine room. Seems safe. Video games are about doing the dangerous shit you see Russians doing in GIFs online. By playing games, chat, you become more like those thrill-seeking Russians. That's all they're really about. Not my room of safety. How dare you put meat all over the floor and blood in my fountain? Vaguely is still the best thing you've ever typed. Hey, be proud of it. Vaguely speaking, though, this kind of reminded me of this. I think it's supposed to. The meat grows. You met a Russian, he also happened to be a ginger. You know, they do spread their seed around. That's the initiative they've been given by whatever dark force controls them. Spread the seed. Make sure all your daughters are hot. Alright.
This shouldn't be.
Low sight machine part made out of wood and metal. All rods are in place. Burning. Burn. Yeah, I'm gonna do the other lever puzzle. I'm coming. You know, something I saw in the demo for Amnesia Rebirth is that you can use one match to light multiple other light sources in the room. So you have to use one tinderbox per light source. Seems nice. Alright, so... this has to be 8 up and 8 down, I think, was what they said, right? And each lever... oh, I see. The tricky part is that each lever... so you can't just put 3 and 4, because then that will leave too much here. One of the numbers we're working with. Here we got 1, 5, 6, 5, 2, 2 here, and up here we got 3, 3. Yes, Dex, I get ya. Now, Kitty, busy solving the math. One off on the bottom. Oh no, actually 6, 7, yeah. God, nope. 6, 7, 8. On the bottom, but not right on the top. get it, chat. Don't worry. Gamer brain isn't. All 10 of my gamer brain cells are engaged. Too many. We might be here for a while. Math is not my strong point. Can't be that one, that'd be too many. I'm one off right here. Find a way to rectify this. Can you backseat? Only once I reach a certain level of frustration. Ancient circuit breakers, man. What about them? I see it. Math, chat. Math has been conquered. Whoops, I didn't mean to. I'm gonna go back in there. I didn't hit the lever yet. Congrats, yes, I did basic arithmetic. Mrs. Adam's apple in my 3rd grade math class will be very happy with me. That's actually what we called my 3rd grade teacher, by the way, Miss Adam's apple, for obvious reasons. Her last name was something like something apple, but she had a very prominent Adam's apple, and we were very cruel children. Did she sound like a guy? No. Far too happy. Oh, meat. Oh, not the meat. I don't even know how the meat hurts me. I guess it's just caustic meat. I think you die if you stay in there too long, don't you? William Smith had been mocked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day can see terrible shadows. The end. My horror poise will be tested in the next segment. Runs. Well, you're gonna be rubbing your hands together for the next skill. many hours, because this is actually where we're stopping at. I'm wascoey. Because I've been streaming for, almost 4 hours, and I really need to pee. And I usually let my biological function determine when I stop the stream. Because, oh, yeah, the bladder's full. Great timing, though. Yeah, we made good progress tonight. How'd you feel about the stream, chat? Did you feel it was strong? You know that pain? Yeah. So, it's a very, good pain, though. It's like, oh, you're alive. I feel it was a good stream. Good all around. Good chat. Good streamer. Good, jokes all around. I'm patting myself and you on the back, chat. You just arrived? I'm sorry, TS. I mean, the VOD's still there. That's tragically usually how it is. You usually show up to the stream in the later hours sometimes. But hey, sleep schedule, You came in right now as well? How dare I stop? I'm sorry, chat. I wish I could stream all day for you, but I am only human. Yeah, and usually 4 to 6 hours is, how far I go. Yeah, you can still talk to all your friends here on the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, type in the Discord code into chat, and it'll give you an invite. Or you can scroll down below and click on one of the Discord links there. There's a link right now, actually. Chat, I'll be back tomorrow, chat. I think. I should be back tomorrow. Depends on a few other things I gotta do first. But I would expect one. But I'm going to be basically gaming to help a couple friends out, in their videos. And then I'll be starting my stream up after all that's over. So, hopefully I won't be too tired. But yeah, chat, you've been great tonight. Thank you for any bits or subs or gift subs tonight. Thank you for that as always. Thank you for being so chill. What time will I be streaming? 8 p.m. Eastern US time. But don't forget to follow me here on Twitch as well, if you haven't already done that. There's some new people here tonight, so maybe you haven't, hit that follow button. Also, thank you to the mods. They do an excellent job. And once again, thanks for everyone being, funny and civil like you always are. I'm going to call it there, chat. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. If you get time, stop by and say hi, and I'll play some more Amnesia for you. You'll watch the replay. Hey, it's there on the VODs, and it'll eventually be up on the YouTube archive channel. All right, chat. You guys enjoy whatever time you have left in your day, and I will see you tomorrow. This was your first stream. Hope to see you back tomorrow, Rick Astley. Like I said, hit the follow button or join the Discord. Either one's a good way to stay current whenever I stream. All right, everyone. I'm done. I'm going to get something to drink and then go to bed. You guys, good night.